Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in the 21st hall and we need to talk to Bróin about his time with the Watcher, but before we do that, I would very much like to free up some backspace. The first thing I'm gonna check is the task board in here in the 21st hall. Ah, Jesus, yes. So we can clear this up a little bit. Let us take some for nasty field. I mean, my bags are so full that basically that's all I can do for the moment. And I got a lot of nasty field on the previous episode, fighting the Gretbig and the Toads and everything else. So this one will complete the next tier of the tasks. Awesome, so we have completed the BCB and now we have the Eager Beaver and we have Cloak of the BCB and a task limit upgrade that we also need to take. But before we do that, we can take both now actually. Let us take Cloak of the BCB, the upgrade limit on tasks, which means that we can do one more task today. That's great. And well, we'll need to check some of that to clear up backspace, but that'll be in just a moment. So here we have it, the BCB deed right here, plus a new title, the BCB. Your efforts throughout the land are well known. People are starting to talk about your dedication to the task at hand. We have now a new deed, Eager Beaver, I believe it was. Yeah, the Eager Beaver. So that would also give us another cloak of the Eager Beaver. That is awesome. And we have 5 LOTRO points, task limit reached. Okay. But the very first thing we're gonna do is drop the cloak of the BCB inside the vault.
The House of Durin will live forever!
And drop these in here. Let us just drop some. Legendary XP on some of this. Alright, we also have this one, the Explorer of Gangarath, that we didn't equip on the last episode. So let me check that one. Here we have a significant increase in morale and physical mastery. Yeah, it's a good upgrade. So we're gonna keep that one. And we'll need to sell some more stuff. But before we continue,
are you lost?
This helm I also want to keep for later, just in case. Let us drop all these cosmetics that we do want to keep for later. This one does look nice. Might have some use for it later. And this here does look nice too. The hat and I guess that'll be it. Oh, we have here let us add some of that XP. Let us deconstruct some of these relics that we have and sell some stuff too, and then we'll be ready to continue we'll go talk to Bróin. So, first we'll need to talk to the Relic Master.
The prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Very well.
The House of Durin will live forever!
Alright. That spear I might want to keep to get some of the legacies out of it. Let us sell some of these task items, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy hoarding them. Galadir's Boon, no, let us sell this. Griffin Skins, Armor of the Statue, let us sell this. Raking Claws, Nasty Field. Office Ring, let us sell some of this Nasty Field. $3,000. Let us take some of this Raking Claws. Let us sell this Creepy Field. What? No. Let us leave it at that. But let me buy back some of this Raking Claws that we might need later. Alright, I guess that'll be it. So now we only need to take a right to... Well, not to Rakbazan exactly, we're not going to the gardens per se, but the location we're headed to, it's really close to those gardens. Well, I guess I could take some of this just to make a profit. Now we need to find a way north, and I think is this one. Through Salapnir Jundul. And then through here. Yeah. Let us just ignore this guy and come here. So here the peaceful path is a space that Bosi adequated for the wounded of the fight against the orcs and other creatures. So here we have Bróin recovering.
I have had enough of adventure, my friend. Would that I had never come here.
Friend Beriathan, I thank you for rescuing me. This is not the adventure I had in mind when we arrived in Hollin. When the creature of the pool took me from before the doors of Durin, I thought I was doomed. But the creature must have had a mind to save some of its prey for later, and so I was left within the watery treasury in the depths of Moria, as was Oin so many years ago. He found Zigilburk, Beriathan. Who knows how long he wielded it to fend off the monstrous creature in the depths? And yet, in the end, even with the Mithril Lakes itself, he could not escape. That would have been my fate as well if you had not found your way into the watery depths and driven away the beast. I desire adventures no more. No songs or tales for me. I have had enough.
Tell Bori not to wield Zigilburk. I fear the axe may be cursed.
You have rescued me from the drowned treasury, but still I am afraid. I fear that the recovery of Zigilburk will prove ill for the dwarves. There is something about that axe that fills me with dread, and I worry it will awaken unwholesome greed in my people. Already Bori has risked much in his desire for this weapon. Please, return to the Chamber of Leadership and tell Bori of my concerns. His words as we left the flooded chambers where I had been trapped by the Watcher filled me with worry. Right, back to Bori then.
Bróin worries for nothing. Zigilburk is a fine weapon and will serve us well.
What tidings do you bring from my friend? Bróin is worried. He has been through much hardship, but he must realize the glory that awaits us. We are so near to casting the orcs out of Moria that I can taste it. We cannot stop now that we have the means for victory. Do you not know the story of Mazog? I will not recount it for you now, for it is grim, but know that Mazog, spawn of his spawn, is surely hewn from the same block as he, terrible and merciless. More of our scouts have returned, and they believe they have found the location of Mazog's fortress. It is a place called Zabadgathol in Nud-melek. One such scout, Glúmur, is located near Zabadgathol. Travel to Nud-melek and speak to him. Alright, so the epic has finally caught on with the landscape quests, it seems. We need to go to Nud-melek, which is right in there, so we can as well track some of these other quests. So here in Moria we need to collect a torch from one of the work riders by the name of Svanr, and we also need to return to Svanr. What I'm gonna do is actually, which I think is faster, gonna map my way to an army camp in the Flaming Deeps. From there I'll take the goat to the Crossroads of Ash, and from there the goat to Nud-melek. And that will take us right to Svanr. So in a way, yeah, that if I had known a better way of coupling the landscape questing with the epic questing, that's what we would have done. But yeah, it's still confusing for me how exactly you can balance both. In any case, just take a few goats. And here we are back in Kadar Zaram. You remember we can also exit the 21st hall from the south into the Great Hall of Durin and then go east. And that's basically it. You come in here.
These halls will be great once more.
Well done. Now I need not fear that my toes get impaled by hurling spears when I begin my ascent.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
That is quite a haul, Beriathan. I am impressed with the goblins' hoard, but they cannot hide valuables from experienced treasure seekers such as yourself, eh?
If we are to fight Mithril and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
I am here to look out at the great stone trees and see this legendary hall with my own eyes ere I pass into the light. If you are going down with me, let us pay tribute to the dwarf statues from Durin's day that line the hall. Legend has it that there are braziers at the feet of the dwarfs that once cast an orange glow along the full length of the second hall, but these have long been unlit.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
I have traveled here to look upon the magnificent stone trees, but I find my meditation disturbed by hints of a strange odor. It is splitting, but its swords must be powerful in such a draughty, white, high-ceiling hall. Will you find the source of the odor? I would hate to see even this stone forest tainted by the evils that have crept into Moria. Alright, there we go. So let us take the stairs in here. I hadn't realized this was shaped like trees until very recently, and I am in awe, really, at how awesome this is. I know I have already taken that picture, but it feels that I like it so much. Many enemies prowl the second hall of Nud-melek. You should defeat the forces of evil that roam this hall. With pleasure. That is number one. I think we just need to keep going east to find all of the braziers. I don't think we're gonna find any enemies up here, so let us hurry up a little bit. This will be the last one.
What do you need?
Wonderful! Now let us find the bridge of Khazad-dûm, Beriathan. I am glad to have you with me on this pilgrimage, for none of the historic landmarks of Moria should be viewed alone. Okay, yeah, we'll make our way to the bridge of Khazad-dûm, but not yet. What have we here? A sickly glow. You notice a great number of strangely glowing worms slithering about the feet of the stone trees in Nud-melek. You should see if the worm's ichor contains any luminescent properties that will be useful to the dwarves of the expedition. Dust, stop rooting me. Please. You have defeated a number of enemies in the second hall of Nud-melek. Great. So now let us look for the source of the odor. Which is the only quest that we have here on the west side of the hall. Oh, there we have it. The fungus cluster. The smell is overpowering here. The fungus exudes a pungent, foul odor. Hey, so you can ride boars in Moria, good to know. They look really funny. Alright, here we have the next cluster of fungus. Now we need to find the third one. While also fighting some of these worms. They're halfway through with them. You have discovered 3 clusters of fungus in the second hall of Nud-melek. Alas for the spread of a scourge in Moria, not even the fair stone trees are safe now. You wonder what has woken the spores and stirred them to creep upward even to these dry holes. That is a great question indeed. Now we'll need to find a way to go a little bit south and talk to Glúmur. I think it's through here.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
It's good to see you. I am glad that Bori was kind enough to send me a bit of help here. Down below, Mazog's men have been hard at work. Can you defeat Mazog's closest servants, Beriathan? They are called the Pulpum, and they seem to serve as his most loyal and formidable bodyguards, and can be found in the area below. Yeah, you bet. That is still Nud-melek, but really close to the red horn loads and the foundations of stone. So we could technically get the last mirror in there too. Well, it's not far, that's what I'm trying to say. But gotta find a way down. Is this one? There is something to do with these chests, but I don't remember exactly what right now. I've discovered Zigilburk. Is this part of Nud-melek or the Red Horn Lodes exploration? No, I think that's the Red Horn Lodes. Zigilburk, yeah. I wonder what it's... What's this encampment here? Zabadgathol. Okay, so yeah, this is where Mazog is hiding then. Svanr. Did you stay behind fighting another guy? There was no need for it. Alright, there's a Dwarf captain in there, but we just need to find another foe slayer. Did they kill Svanr? Oh my god. Maybe they did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there is a way to another foe slayer through here. And I also wonder, are there any more quests here that I might have missed? What is this place? There is a door in here. You do not have the corresponding quest. Landscape or epic quest, I wonder. Alright, so we need to speak to Glúmur now. I wonder, is there a way up from here? There doesn't seem to be. I don't wanna go back. I will need to do that anyway. Yeah, this doesn't look good. So I think there are a couple more travels left to Zigilburk. Well, thankfully it's not that far, so we can make our way back up relatively easily. Yeah, there we are. See? Just as Bori said, nothing bad has happened, Beriathan. Not to us, anyway. Mazog cannot say the same. Bróin's worries are needless.
speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
But enough about Bróin. With all that he has been through, he deserves his rest, and I do not want to disturb his peace of mind by telling him all the details of our efforts in Zabadgathol. I am curious about the last words of those servants of Mazog, the Pulpun guards that you defeated. Someone seems to be in league with Mazog, but to what end? Return to Zabadgathol and search the place for treasure coffers. I want to learn more about Mazog's mysterious ally. Did the Pulpun guards mention anybody? Because I don't remember them doing that. In any case, here are the treasure chests that we need to pick. And if we can avoid some fights while picking them, that would be nice. Like, do these guys mention it? Or were the foes layers? Or who exactly is gonna talk about Mazog allies? Because, yeah. Yeah, they didn't. As far as I saw, they didn't mention that. Not for us, at least. Well, let's just pick the chest then. We need to bring the treasure coffers to Bori in the 21st hole, so let us do some of the quests here that we already have in Nud-melek. So that is defeating some more glowworms. Pashnar going with Svanr to the bridge of Khazad-dûm. Let us bring Svanr back from the dead. Yeah, there you are. Don't do that again. Don't you go fighting all these orcs on your own. Okay. This should be the last one. Ah, there is Pashnar. Awesome. You have collected the valuable glowing ichor of several glowworms, enough to coat a number of lamps. Well, and thank you for bringing us here. We can get the torch from this guy. Bring the flimsy torch to Gearfast in the 21st hole. Yeah, it's about time we return. Let us just find the bridge of Khazad-dûm. I think at least the game will want us to find the western side of it. Problem is that we have all these pits, fiery pits, so we need to find another way through. I just hope that Bróin is not trying to play the hero again. Leave that to us, buddy, please. So Ah, okay, yeah, I see a bridge now that we can use to cross. A wooden bridge. Yeah, that doesn't look like a good fall. Well, there are no good falls, but I guess you know what I mean, yeah. This looks terrible, but I wonder if this is a location in which you can advance the hidden deed for falling throughout Moria. We have not done that in a while, so might be the time of resuming in that one. Let us go find the bridge first, though. Because yeah, we're not that far. Perfect. Yeah? Okay. We have discovered the bridge of Khazad-dûm West Arch. And let us talk to Svanr. The western arc of the bridge of Khazad-dûm. The bridge of Khazad-dûm is sundered.
What do you need?
Ah, we have made it at last. That was quite a trek, and I am glad we made it together. But something is amiss. For sure there is.
These halls will be great once more.
What is this madness? The bridge is shattered, Beriathan. This is a tragedy I could not have foreseen.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I wish to know more about what happened here, Beriathan. Why is the bridge broken, and do you not sense an air of restlessness about the orcs nearby? If you could interrogate one of their leaders, you might be able to find out something about what happened. Okay, let us go. Not through here though. Search an orc from the crack's edge. Like this defiler? Collected charge papers. Oh, come on, but now you all decided to come through here, please. Stop it. What do we have in here? Warden's Javelin of the Third Age. But we also have this Javelin that we got in here. Which is marginally better than the one that we had before. Let us keep that one, and let us read the papers. We make for the Dimrill Gate. Do not tarry long in the cracks of Nud-melek, where the gash broke the stone. The bridge was smote by fire and terror. It is with all speed, or you will face my wrath. We will hunt the creeping worms who disturbed our hall.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Svanr reads the chart papers you hand him. Interesting. I see the word gosh, that is fire, and fear, terror, written in common speech. This particular cluster of orcs seem to be on the move, fast, towards the Dimrill Gate, for they are not from here, nor do they wish to stay here. I believe they are seeking a brief respite before moving out. Something has certainly made them uneasy, but I wonder what could have made them overcome their fear of fire and sun to pursue this path? Why do they head towards the dale?
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
These orcs are only here temporarily, it would seem, but they gathered their strength to push a small army towards the Dimrill Dale. As to why they would face fire, fear, and sun to move eastward, I know not, but I do not like them. Let us trim the ranks, eh, Beriathan? Alright. We can do that. Oh, okay, we're gonna get more quests in here too. Ore. From the dark of the Great Rift in Nud-melek peeks an eerily bright ore, one that you have heard named Narfools by the Dwarves. It is likely that whatever shattered the breach and the floors here turned up the Narfools as well. It would be wise to collect this rare ore while you are here, for it can be deemed a trophy of great worth. The orcs at the crack's edge have set up barriers to protect themselves. Tearing them down will show them that there is no protection from the Iron Garrison and its allies. All right. All this looks great, truly. Hi, please. All right. Scholar case. Alright. Let us take that one. We actually have two of them. Cool. And this bright lamp. So we're missing two more ores and barricades. We'll need to bring that ore to Svanr. Which point did we turn north? I got lost within these trenches, it seems. I thought we were heading south. You have destroyed several orc barriers at the Crack's Edge camp. We'll just need to go back to Svanr. Let us ambush this guy.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Impressive find. And it wasn't the shattered floors, you say? Something terrible came this way and shook up the very foundations of the earth from the look of it. But at least one good thing came from it.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Well done, Beriathan. Make them think twice about whatever mischief they are getting themselves into.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
I am ready to leave and head eastward, Beriathan. Will you escort me on my journey? With the bridge gone, I fear the way might be dangerous. Alright. Let us escort Svanr. Ah, come on. Now, well, we had already taken part of this path in one of the early episodes in Moria. Well, not that early, but remember when we came here to scout the guarded junction to carry out Bori's plan, and we came from the Fanged Pit. Well, that's the path we're gonna take now, but on the opposite direction, of course, as this is the only way of getting to the first hole and the exit of Moria. Now, there's something else that you can do here in the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. I don't remember if there is a deed associated with that. I think there's not. But you can drop from the Bridge of Khazad-dûm and you will fall into the foundations of stone right next to the shard of the bridge, which is part of the Explorer deed. But it's also a shortcut in a way to the foundations of stone, if you are in the area, at least. Even to die, Svanr, he's not worth it, really. So yeah, remember we came through here. Well, up top over there you will find one of the mirrors in Moria. We had already taken that quest. We just need to get to the first hole to complete it. But I think we don't need to go up. We can actually take this path through here that will take us to the other side. This is a good place to rest.
Greetings.
This is a good place to rest, Beriathan. Let us pause here. All my feet ache.
Not long filled the halls of Khazad-dûm.
We have come a long way from Durin's threshold, my friend. I am glad to make this last leg of my journey with so stalwart a companion.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Did you see those orcs at the crossroads of Zigilburk, Beriathan? They were pushing minecarts along the road. I think they are carrying war supplies eastward. I cannot guess why. Why would the orcs of Moria wish to face the sun? I may never know the answer, but we should stop them if we can. And I guess we'll get some extra quests in there, like destroying carts or something. Yeah. Hold it. Orcs appear to have been dragging supply carts to their encampments. It looks like they may be gathering provisions for a major offensive. So we are of course gonna just stop them. Jesus, please, don't do that. Oh god. Yeah, there's the mirror, remember? We did get it. But if you take a different path towards the guarded junction, well, know that you can always get the mirror while doing this set of quests. Alright. So we have the last two. I know. Yeah, the last two cards. We need to defeat 3 more orcs. And yeah, there's the guy. So we'll get to Svanr in just a moment. So I wonder, can we like make the jump instead of going all the way down? That might be a little bit risky, but maybe it's worth it. Can we survive this fall? Oh my god. Never mind. Oh yes, we did survive it, but... Oh jeez. I was just taking a look, I hadn't decided.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
I am glad you thinned their ranks, Beriathan. The Dale will be safer, as will the road eastward.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
You found evidence of enemy movement towards the eastern gate while you were out, did you? That does not bode well. Alas, that this great hall should be so solid by all manners of things. What should we do?
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I am rested, and I see that you are eager to get moving. Shall we make our final journey together, Beriathan? I was told by many that the dwarves hold the first hall. I hope this means that the remainder of our trip will not be too difficult. Yeah, I hope you're right. On one hand, we're already running out of time for this episode. On the other hand, I really want to get to the first hall too. And complete some of these quests and get to level 60. And that will mean we will hit the level cap during the Mines of Moria days. And since we are reaching that point of a new level cap, that means we'll be using the Stone of the Tortoise for some time now as well, until we make our way to Mirkwood. And we're just roughly 7,000 XP away from that. But yeah, the path in Moria might be a little bit confusing now. But as you can see, yes, you can make your way out without ever going to the Foundations of Stone, which is by far the hardest area in Moria in terms of enemy levels and enemy density, but also navigation. Really difficult, so now you don't need to do it to get out. And there is plenty of XP for you to get to 60 without even doing the Foundations of Stone, so I guess that's what they meant when they say it's optional now. We're still gonna go to the Foundations of Stone, of course. I want to do those quests anyway. And I also want to, well, get the class quest in the Foundations of Stone. That's where we were sent. So here we are. You might remember this for us as the place in which the session play took place, the last one that we did, where we played as Bori, I believe it was. Now we have discovered the east arc of the bridge of Khazad-dûm. I want to take a quick look here. From this and this, because we're also making our way towards the exit of Moria. Not sure what those guys are doing there on that camp. Maybe at some point we will get sent back there. I don't know, for the time being let us go to the first hole. The other good thing about getting to the first hole is that there is a swift travel option in here. So if we go back to the 21st hole and need to resume the landscape questing from here, we can easily do so. There we have it. We have discovered the first hole, and Jesus, we have completed Nud-melek. We've gotten still to Vir 19, but we also completed In the Footsteps of the Fellowship. And now Zil is level 23. My god, that was a lot. So here we have Nud-melek, 7 out of 7. And In the Footsteps of the Fellowship 2. We got a new title to go for it. Friend of the Nine. You have laid your own footsteps in those of the 9 companions who set out from Rivendell. LOTRO points granted. 10 LOTRO points. Here we are in the first hole. We've made our way across Moria. You have reached the first hole, the eastern threshold of Moria. Svanr wishes to speak with you now. Okay.
What do you need?
From Durin's threshold to the first hole and great delving to Nud-melek. Think of all the holes we wandered to make it so far. Well, here we are. Let us put up our feet.
These halls will be great once more.
We made it. At last, we will smell the clean air again and feel the sun upon our faces. I am mighty glad we defeated the orc parties making their way eastward. I thought this camp would be better defended, but I do not think these dwarves could withstand a push from Mazog's orcs. Alright. So, level 60 we got Exaltation of Battle, Dark Before Dawn, and the range variants of that. And you have also a new deed, the Siege of Mirkwood, called by the Golden Host. That's gonna be on the mail, but we're not gonna do that yet. Level 60, I guess we have unlocked the Vile Maw? No. Dar Narbogud. The Halls of Crafting. Okay, Dar Narbogud is what we unlocked, it seems. Not sure. Anyway, you have been called by the Golden Host to aid them in the Siege of Mirkwood. But we're not gonna read that mail just yet. Let us hope that we can make our way to level 65 before that mail expires.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Alright, well, you might be ready to greet the sky and feel the sun and smell the fresh air and everything is barren, but not us, not yet. So, let us unlock the Civil Master in here.
Fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Let us talk to the guard.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
You found and corrected that mirror's position. Excellent. Did you run into any trouble? No, no trouble at all. We're gonna equip the Stone of the Tortoise now that we're level 60. Complete this quest. Completed quests of Nud-melek. And we have leveled Zil up to level 25. Okay, 5 LOTRO points. But now that we're level 60, we can come back here and start leveling up our core virtues again. So let us go with loyalty. Alright, so this has been quite an eventful episode today. I'm really glad that we are level 60 now and making good progress in Moria. So join me next time. We'll travel back to the first hall and tell Bori what we found in Nud-melek. And we'll see what happens with Mazog and the Dwarves. For the time being, thank you for watching this episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one as well. In the meantime, my friends, stay safe, take care, and good luck to you all. Bye bye, and I'll see you later.